this year. The weather's warmed up. It's a gorgeous afternoon. So I've found my way down to Burns Beach. I was down here a couple of weeks ago, did a video. It's a local beach, it's easy to get to. It's on my way home. So come down to see what I can get. A thin blanket of cloud that's covering the sky with a little bit of a break just on the horizon where the sun's going to set. And I was just talking to a photographer back there, and we think we're going to be in for a very nice sunset, which would be really nice. But you know, these things can change at any stage. There were storms during the week, and there's another one forecast for tomorrow. So at the moment, the beach is covered in seaweed. So I'm not too sure how that's going to come up. That's why I'm walking up the end of the beach here, try and find a spot that's nice and clean. But I may be a bit out of luck. If that is the case, I'm going to hike back to the other end of the beach where I think there's a couple of rocks, but it's pretty crowded. That's why I wanted to get up here where there might be less people. Anyway, I'll continue walking up here, and when I find something, I'll give you guys a look. Beach, 20 degrees. Sunset is at 6:22 by the looks of it. It's about 10 to 6 now, so I've got half an hour, plenty of time. All right, so as you can see from the position I'm in, I'm at quite a low angle. The reason for that is the pool in front of me, the pool of water in front of me, has got a heap of seaweed in it, and if I'm too high, I'm going to be able to see through that water and see all the seaweed. What I'm hoping for in this shot is the sun will come down below the end of the clouds there, near the horizon, and as it's setting, push the colour up so it's bouncing off the clouds, and I'll get colour in the clouds and it'll be reflected in the water in front of me. That's the idea. I got my circular polarizer, most important filter that a landscape photographer can have. There's quite a difference in light from the sky and the foreground. And so to cut through that light, I've got that's my soft graduated. I've got my 0.9 hard graduation filter to cut through that light. Does need a clean though. I didn't clean it the last time I used it. So you've got to make sure that there's no muck on your filters, obviously. So the 0.9 graduated filter darkens the sky, darkens the clouds, takes out that light, allows me to have a longer exposure and so therefore capture more light in the foreground. If you have a look at the video here, that's the image or the scene without my graduated filter in place, and if I push the graduated filter just down to the horizon there, you can see the difference. If you're going to go to the trouble of mounting your camera onto the tripod, you need to have a remote shutter because you're just going to shake the camera if you just hit the shutter on the camera. This is only a cheap one. It's a little bit long, so I put a knot in it just so that it's kept up off the water, and it's perfect. The other great thing is that it uses the battery off the camera, so I'm not always having to make sure that there's a battery inside that's charged. It's about 10 past 6, around about 12 minutes before the sun sets. I'm all set up, I'm ready to go. I'm going to have to adjust things as the sun just comes out from behind that cloud, which I'm thinking it's going to do in just a couple of minutes, about a minute or two. And then as it hits the horizon and sets, again I'm going to have to adjust for that change in light. Given that I've set the camera up and I'm all ready to go, just waiting for the sun to start setting, I'm going to sit back on a rock here and just enjoy the afternoon, or at least the next 10 minutes. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of cloud right on the horizon which really blocked out the sun setting. But because of the gap, there's still sunlight coming through and bouncing off the clouds there, which is made for a really nice colour. So I'm going to try and capture that. It's a really difficult scene at the moment because the middle is really bright, and then you've got the darkness of the foreground, and then the colour of the clouds, or the light of the clouds right above, is quite dark. So I've got dark, light along the middle, and then dark in the foreground. So what I might have to do is bracket my shot and merge them together in Photoshop. Alright, so that's it. Sun's gone down about 20 minutes, half an hour ago. Beautiful afternoon. Not too sure whether I've got an image, I must admit. I'm just watching this wave come in. It's been a little bit frustrating. The sunset was looking really, really promising right up until the last second, and then suddenly some clouds got in the way and it took the light out, which is unfortunate. But look, I think I've captured a couple of images. I'll go home and I'll check what they look like. If you enjoyed this video and it's your first time to my channel, then please subscribe so you're notified when I upload my next video. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I love to hear what you're thinking. But until next time, thanks for watching.